What up YouTube, Topaz Jace back for another review, and this one's to that Black Youngsta cut up. And I'll give this one the yellow light, man, because one, when you come into a Black Youngsta project, you gotta automatically assume you're not gonna get any deep thought, you're not gonna get any lyricism or anything like that. But from time to time, he can create a decent song that has some catchiness to it, whether it's by production, whether it's by how he's flowing to it, like his delivery is actually not all that bad. So therefore, he doesn't have such a low floor as all these mumble rappers and stuff got, but yet he's not that good of an MC either. So from time to time, he can make a borderline decent project as this was right here, because all you're seeing through this brief EP is they're going to play the same formula that he did for his last project, you feel me? Because when you break down Cut Up, the song, you can see the similarities to the song Booty that he did from a while ago. They're both strip club anthems. They're both simplistic productions. This one is really just more up-tempo. It's more of just the straight-up follow-up to it. And there's just certain things about these strip club type songs that I will never enjoy, like how he's saying how he's blowing all of this money for these women, how he mess around and wife up some of these strippers, how he's gonna go ahead and take 35 strippers to the crib and have an after party and all that. And I know this is what everybody wants to hear rappers talk about and nonsense like that, dude, but realistically speaking, this isn't very smart to do with any of your money. You're really blowing a lot of your money that you will need in the long haul in order to propel your brand or protect yourself or whatever it is that comes your way later, man. You're going to wish that you had this money back that you blowing on these strippers. But outside of that, man, the actual song was just too bland. Just like how Booty was super bland for me to ever like that either. Honestly, I believe it's the super ignorance that Black Youngsta brings to the tracks. That's what ultimately brings the catchiness that people want to hear, especially when he's talking about things of this nature, but it's simply just not for me. Now, the next song is more somewhat for me, which is Court Tomorrow, where what he's doing is he's talking about the stress of the lifestyle that he's going through with this man. Well, how he got to go to court tomorrow, and then he got to ultimately deal with the stresses of everybody that's putting this stuff onto him, man. He got to provide for other people and stuff like that. But even as money gets tight for him, he ultimately is still pushing forward. He's still going to stunt. He's still going to shine. He's still going to look like himself out here in these streets. And that again is kind of ridiculous. Like, why do you put so much value on stunning? Honestly, I feel as though it's the production that pushes this track forward right here. That production is really fire, as he attempted to switch up his flow to being more of I'm making statements while I'm talking this real talk right here. Like, that's kind of the flow that he wanted to develop for this track, which was supposed to be super deep. But when you break down his lyrics and what he's actually talking about, he's not talking about anything at all. And I'm not saying it has to be super lyrical or anything like that. I'm just saying rap with a purpose, rap with something that you have to say for a track like this, and he just simply can't do it. And the last song was Laid Down. Well, this song was actually not that bad, man, especially how it had a catchy nature to it, which was odd because he did an extended hook where it feels like it's like an addition to the verse. Like, it wasn't anything specifically designed to be a hot hook. He just is somewhat just rapping. But it's his high energy and his animated style that makes that much more catchy, that makes that track pretty enjoyable. Even though when he's going through, he's trying to spit bars here. As I said, this is nothing that you should come to expect from Black Youngsta, as his best bar that he said is how I don't really rock with these rappers because they gospel too, but I got this shorty for the low. For those who didn't catch that, that's pretty much he's shouting out a rapper's shorty low, even though he just recently said in that same bar he don't rock with rappers, but yet he's using Shorty Low's name as a drug reference right there. And the only other bar worth noting, I guess, just because of how bad it was and how he tried to use it as a punchline, is how he's saying these ugly chicks can't smash him during the day. That was really just your prototypical black youngster bars right there, man, where I'm telling you, he's just not good at it. But honestly, the project just wasn't complete garbage, and that's exactly what I was expecting when I turned it on. So therefore, I mean, it's cool. I'm not going to give it a number or anything like that because it's too brief, but it's worth one listen because you're going to catch all the lyrics the first go around and you'll understand whether it's catchy or quality for you or not. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.